This is not a country, but it has a prince, a flag, even a passport. The unbelievable story of the smallest nation in the world. Off the coast of England, in the unforgiving waters of the North Sea, lies a structure unlike another, a relic of war, a beacon of rebellion. This is the Principality of Sealand, and its story is one of audacity, conflict, and a fight for recognition. In 1943, during World War II, Britain built Fort Ross, a sea fortress in the North Sea, to protect Britain from earlier attacks and enemy boats coming through the North Sea, and to prevent the laying of naval mines by the Nazis. But after the war, it was abandoned until 1967, when Paddy Roy Bates, a rogue British radio broadcaster and adventurer, seized it. He declared the Principality of Sealand, named himself Prince, designed a flag, minted coins, and even wrote a national anthem. But you have to know, it wasn't that easy, because Britain made efforts to prevent the creation of Sealand, but Paddy Roy Bates stood defend. In the end, the British authorities were powerless to act, as Sealand was situated outside their territorial waters. After that, do you think Sealand lived in peace? Unfortunately, no. Alexander Achenbach, Prime Minister of Sealand. Alexander Achenbach was born in the German city of Aachen. He was a highly ambitious entrepreneur and a dreamer with a vision that reached beyond the ordinary. He wasn't after traditional success, he wanted to carve out his own legacy. In 1975, Achenbach was drawn to the tiny nation, declared by Roy Bates on the remains of an abandoned sea fort. He saw a golden opportunity and joined the venture with great enthusiasm. It wasn't long before Prince Roy named him the Prime Minister of Sealand. But Achenbach saw Sealand as more than just a symbol of freedom or rebellion. He envisaged it as a floating heaven for investment in the heart of Europe. A luxury hotel, a casino with ocean views, and a free port that would draw millionaires from around the world. He even went as far as trying to give up his German citizenship to become a full Sealand citizen. But the German government denied his request. But high hopes quickly clashed with reality. Although Prince Roy was courageous, he didn't share Achenbach's vision. He was more traditional, rejecting the idea of turning Sealand into a bold business venture. He preferred to keep it as a symbol of personal severity, nothing beyond that. Things start to fall apart with a disagreement. Then came the rebellion and the plan to overthrow the prince. In August 1978, while Prince Roy and his wife were in the UK, Achenbach decided it was the right moment. He hired Germany mercenaries and secretly headed to the sea platform with them. In a surprise attack, they took over Sealand and held Prince Roy's son, Michael, as a hostage. But the story wasn't over yet. The waves were carrying a revenge more powerful than Achenbach could have imagined. Prince Michael, Roy's sons, managed to escape and inform his father. A few days later, Roy and Michael returned to the fortress and carried out a counterattack using a speedboat under the cover of fog, armed with real guns including pistols and a hunting rifle. They took back control of Sealand and captured Akenbach and his accomplices. Roy treated them as prisoners of war and refused to release them until the German government officially stepped in through diplomats at its London embassy. Roy believed this was an indirect but strong signal that Sealand was being accepted as an independent state. But the most important question now, is Sealand a real country? Actually, we can't say yes. But today you can buy Sealand citizenship or even get noble titles like Lord, Lady, Baron or Count. These titles come with an official certificate stamped by the Sealand government. Their website also offers souvenirs versions of Sealand passports and ID cards. But it's important to know that they are symbolic and not for official use. Check their website link in description. Sealand was more than just a platform in the middle of the North Sea. It was a unique experiment that tested the boundaries of law, sovereignty, and human ambition. Deposit its small size and geographic isolation, Sealand raised big questions about the concept of nationhood and freedom. In a world where borders are becoming more defined and restrictive, Sealand reminds a story that reminds us that some dreams, no matter how unusual, can come true, even on an abandoned platform in the middle of the sea.